Hello, y'all, and welcome to another episode of the Ampersand podcast where two things can be true at once. I'm your host, Aubri Oshae, and I'm happy to be here with y'all because when I tell you life is beating my motherfucking ass, it's beating my ass, okay? I am literally laid up in the bed right now with an ice pack on my lower back because, baby, I just threw out my motherfucking back, baby. And on top of that, I feel like I'm dealing with a situation downstairs, if you get my drift. So let's just get on into it, honey. So I'm going to give y'all like the update on what's been going on in my universe, okay? First of all, I don't think I got to tell y'all, but I joined therapy. Okay? I haven't went to therapy since I was like younger. I think I talked to y'all about I experienced sexual abuse as a child. So my mother put me into therapy. That those therapy sessions were a little traumatic because one of them motherfuckers had the nerve to tell my mother that, both me and my brother were in therapy. That therapist told my mother, oh, Aubrey is gay, but his brother, he's gonna be all right. He's straight. So you might want to like address this issue. Tell my mama that. Ain't that some shit? So yes, my past with therapy has not been the best experience, but going forward, I want a new experience. And the first therapist I went to, he just to paint the picture, he was like kind of a shorter, maybe like 5'9", bald, or did he have hair? Low cut hair, beard, heavy set. And I think he wore glasses and he had like his own private practice in his own room and stuff like that. It was cool. It was nice. Talking to him on the phone, he didn't seem too warm, but I was like looking at his credentials on Google and I was like, okay, he seems like he'll be a viable option for me. I'm gonna give it a try. So I went to him and it was awful. It was awful is a strong word. It wasn't conducive to anything productive. I guess I could put it like that. I don't fucking know. He was literally looking up in the air and cherry picking questions. And then he sat down. When we sat down, we started so abruptly. I'm like, we already in therapy? What's going on with you? He just started talking to me out of nowhere, like, so what's your mama name? And what you say? I'm like, nigga, hold up. Like, can give me a little introduction? Give me a warm transfer or something like that shit. We just opening up cold. It was just ridiculous. I said, "Okay, you ain't the man." And then I started asking his ass questions, and then he was telling me like, "Yeah, I could see like 10 clients in a day or something like that." But it felt like I was another billable hour. This man did not give a damn. He was just really just talking to me, and he was laughing too much at my jokes. Now I'm gonna be jocular, and I'm gonna be a class clown when things are a little bit tense. I'm gonna make a little joke. But don't be laughing at everything and not getting deep enough. Like I want somebody to excavate the innards. I need somebody to get down, get their hands and their knees dirty, and really figure out what the fuck is going on with me. Now, granted, I only have 6 sessions with either of these therapists. So, because through my mother's like EAP program or PAE, something like that. You feel me? So, yeah, that's all I got. So I left his thick ass alone and I went to another therapist. You got to try more than one therapist if you want to find the right one. So this one is, and I know y'all, I'm starting to, let me take a break because I know I just zooming into this. You like, hold the fuck up. Like, this is a lot of information. But y'all know how I get when I haven't spoken to y'all for a long time. I just get real chatty. So bear with me. So back to the therapist. I go to my second therapist. He's like young, bald, bearded. Come to find out we the same motherfucking age. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that because how we gonna be the same age and you trying to tell me how to get my life together, nigga? You trying to get yours. But I'm in this space where I'm just like, I'll try anything because I really don't feel like I have my life together. I am literally middle aged and I don't have nothing to show for it. I'm still, we gonna get to that. Jesus Christ. I don't know if y'all feel the same way I feel, but I am a 32-year-old man and I have nothing to show for just being 32. Like, I have some knickknacks, but that's about it. Okay? And I'm looking for paddywhack. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. I ain't got no bone to give a dog. God damn. I digress. Therapy session with that guy, amazing. He's given me vocabulary. He's given me things to really think deeply about. And we've only had one session. And he started off his therapy session in the way that I felt like you should start off a therapy session, like, hello, my name is, this is how we're gonna do it, and whoop de doo, and la di da. And I'm just like, okay, bet. And he seems to be really committed to my growth and asked me, actually, what do you want to accomplish or what do you want to see or work on with this therapy session? I'm like, God damn it, if it's like this, I don't mind, you know, going to therapy. So I think that I made the best decision, and the man gave me homework too. I'm all about it, and I ain't did it yet. I might do it on my way there. But he gave me some homework, so I'm like, bet, okay, we could do this. Come on. So that is one of the things that I'm going through in my life. Next thing, y'all really want to know my business because some of y'all actually do know me personally, and I just want y'all to extract. I need y'all to extract some things. I need you to compartmentalize. I need some cognitive dissonance going on. Like, please, just if you see me in the street, act like you don't fuck with me. Like, I ain't got time. Okay, so I am laid up in the bed, as I said, because my back is thrown out. I am also dealing with being flat out broke. Baby, I got about $16 to my name. I'm also dealing with a potential STD. Okay? I'm a Y'all want me to be real with y'all? Let's just keep it a buck. Okay? We're gonna keep it a buck. Hello. Okay, so let's start off with the money situation. Okay, so some of y'all know I own my own company. So I actually have been waiting for invoice payment for January. Yes, I've been waiting to be paid for January for this one contract that is really one of the biggest ones I have. January, over like $3,000. Baby, yes, it is March. Yeah, huh? It's March. Sure is. March, baby, and have not gotten paid yet. And now, granted, our structure is weird. It's net 60, no, net 30, my correction. That means that you get paid every 30 days. That means when you send out something that is net 30, the customer has 30 days to remit payment. Okay? And vice versa, so on and so forth. They are past that day because we are 30 days behind. Like I did when I first signed on to there, we did the work, then sent that invoice. So that invoice is actually covering the month that we did. So we're technically always kind of like getting paid for the month that we did, not them paying us and then us fulfilling that month. You feel me? So it always kind of seems like something is lagging. So March 1st, I was supposed to be getting paid for January. That sounds weird. But April 1st, I'm supposed to be getting paid for February. May 1st, I should be getting paid for March. And it just goes on like that, like that, like that. I think I'm saying that right. But basically, you feel me. I'm behind regardless. And I really had to have a come to Jesus moment. I talked to one of my friends who does project management and stuff like that. Who, Lord, he qualifies into the situation too. It's really messy, y'all. Please. At a later venture, I'm gonna give y'all the whole rundown, okay? How everything is happening, and y'all just gonna know all my motherfucking business. Okay, so I talked to him while I was cleaning the property that I have a contract with. Now, keep in mind that I had other people over there cleaning that property with me, but the thing is, their payment structure is so unstable that I could not have anybody up there because I did not know when I was going to get paid, and I did not have the wherewithal to actually pay them out of my own funds. Did not have it because I'm a new business. So I'm up there cleaning. I called my friend. He is project manager, like I said, and he's like, "Why are you still working there?" And I'm like, because I've been thinking about quitting anywhere, like just terminating a contract because they're not coming through. He was like, "No, you need to put all your shit down and leave until they pay you. Why are you still working there if they have not paid you?" And a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, You motherfucking right. Like, now granted, I was done with the property. It takes me a few hours to clean that whole place, like from top to bottom, and I keep the place spick and span. And then I take care of the individual units in the place as well. But I was almost done, so I was like, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Instead of going in there and talking to the manager of this property and be like, you know what, I'm going to terminate the contract because y'all are not remitting payment on time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to suspend work until further notice, until invoices have been fulfilled. So I went in that office, I told him that, and the manager was like, what do you mean? Like, it hasn't been fulfilled? He was like, actually, the gardeners, the landscapers just came and told me the same thing today, that they have an invoice that is 3 months late that has not been paid. And I was like, are you serious? And so come to find out, make a long story short, the company, something happened with the invoices or whatever the fuck, and they had to cancel them, and now they're sending them out again. Then the accounting company or whatever that works with the management company of this, I don't fucking know. The big kahunas with their accountants, they called me and it was like, we're going to set you up on a new program to where you're going to get a MasterCard, an electronic MasterCard, every time you send us an invoice, and you just fulfill that invoice with that card number. I've never done that before, but I said, okay, let's try it. If I don't like it, I will move to direct deposit because I don't mind doing it that way. Whatever. So that's where we are right now. So when I tell you, I in my bank account, I don't have nothing too much. I have like $1 in my checking account. On my credit card got declined, motherfuckers. Like, that's crazy as motherfucker. Credit card got declined. In my business account, I probably got like $9. And that's crazy. That is where I am right now after starting a business to become financially stable. And that's one of the things that I really pressed for in my therapy session with the new guy, because I was like, I want to be financially stable. So I have applied for jobs at State Farm, I think even with Chase, and I am looking to actually get another job that will give me money on a consistent basis. Now, is this frustrating? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man. It's frustrating, bruh. Like, I don't know why I be talking like a white man sometimes, but it is. To have created a business that actually pays me more than I've really ever made on a monthly basis, but for to even do that and them not pay me on time, so it's like I'm not doing anything, that is fucking disgusting to me. And it really hurts me to my core because I'm like, I am trying my hardest to have financial stability. I'm actually doing the work, but I am not getting paid. Like, these are the same problems that I'm having from the one of the very first videos I did for this podcast. 30 and broke. Working so hard but not seeing the fruits of your labor is exhausting. It is very it's exhausting, and I'm over this shit. I'm over having money troubles. And at this point in time, like y'all know, I'm an entertainer. Even the even the acting portion of my life is not paying off. I don't know what the fuck to do. So I'm stepping back from it all expectation, all of that, and I'm leaving it alone. I, for the sake of financial security and sanity, I'll leave it all alone. Because people be like dream and stuff like that. Baby, I don't want to be homeless to acquire my dreams. I feel like that is stupid. But almost every black entertainer that you see that was homeless has made it. I'm like, damn, do I need to sleep in my car? I can sleep in my car a couple nights or something like that, but why I gotta be on the streets? Baby, I can now y'all know I'm at my mama's house. I'm be keeping it a buck with y'all. Everything that I'm ashamed to say in real life, I'll be saying it on here. Phew. But I'm still at my mom's house. When I'm out there and talking to other people, I say I'm at my parents' house because it's kind of shameful to say that I'm at my mama's house. Hey, I got it on today. But I am with my mama. So I'm like, look, I can go out to my car and I can get me a blanket and a pillow and sleep in there. Maybe God will meet the promise if I just sleep in my car. Maybe that's the cheat code to being successful in black. You feel me? I don't know. But something I was also looking at is that it takes 10 years to make an overnight success. If I look at the math, I've been doing the entertainment thing since 2017. So let me do the math right quick. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 7 years so far. I mean, basically 6 years because we have not completed the seven. So I've got 4 more years to pop off and then be the 10-year thing. You feel me? Then I will have been in this industry for 10 years. But I'm 32 right now. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I'll be 36 by the time things pop off and hit. Almost 40 years old. And if you look at it, something a YouTuber said that was very significant to me was that you are middle aged in your 30s. Like 34, 35, that is middle aged. People don't live, especially black men, they don't live to see 60, 70 like that. You are middle fucking aged. And I'm like, I am middle aged and I ain't doing shit. I don't even have my own place. I have a place to lay my head. I'm thankful for that. But like, what the fuck is going on? It don't make no sense. But I'm working hard like a motherfucker. And working so hard but never seeing the fruits of your labor, it encourages depression. So let's keep this thing moving. So all of this has been happening within this week. The not getting paid, the hoping for a brighter day with therapy and all that stuff. Let's keep it moving. So this week, this week, I was driving. I was coming from somewhere late at night, and I had the opportunity to go to the gym or go to a sex party. Okay, do y'all hear me? Yes. So my black ass decided to go to the sex party. Okay. Now I have not been to the sex party in about a year or so like that. It's been a long time. Since like last July or something like that. And I was like, you know what? I got a little cash in my pocket. That's probably one of the best things to do, knowing that I didn't have that money like that. But I was like, you know what? I'm finna enjoy myself. I just want to go see some sex at a party. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Because I was like, I can go to this gym, I can go to this sex party. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying it like that. Okay. So I take my black ass to this party. And one thing about me, one thing about Aubrey, baby, Aubrey gonna wrap up. Okay, so baby, during the whole night, I had little condoms on, baby. Bloop, 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 baby. You ain't about to touch me. You ain't about to touch my raw meat, baby. I'm about to have a condom on. A condom. It's beyond so much. I take the deep. I'm about to have a condom on, baby, because you ain't gonna touch me. So the whole night, and baby, I'm just getting my life like I got my life, honey, but protected, okay? And I met a few couple of cool people. Okay, so tell me why I'm busting this. Wait, two things. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Okay, so when I first got there, it's like $15 to get in. It's cool, whoop de doo. I see like this dude with like dreads and like kind of come to like his shoulders a little bit. He's not ugly, but he's kind of cute. I'm gonna call him Lenny. I don't fucking know. So I see Lenny and he's like chilling with these other few dudes. And I thought one of his other homies was like cute. I was like, oh, okay, shit. If we can knock it in, baby, let's get it in, honey. So that did not happen. But going throughout, like, this is a house, mind you, it's a house, and it's very dark in there. There's different rooms, and there's kind of light, and things are lit and stuff like that. Some places is not. But you just go in there and get your life how you get your life, honey. And sometimes it be packed up in that motherfucker. It's annoying. It was kind of packed. So I was like, okay, shit, let's get into it. We gonna get into it. So throughout the house, I saw Lonnie. I call him Lenny. We just gonna call him Lonnie. So I saw Lonnie in there and we just kind of like hit it off. And I don't normally do this, but we kind of like really hit it off and we started like making out and shit like that. And he's a really good kisser. And I ended up getting his number later on. But me and him, we ended up having our own little moment. And he was like, I hadn't been fucked in like 8 months or something like that, and I'm just like really just saving myself. I'm just like, you are? I was like, that's interesting. That ain't my story, but that's interesting. So we kind of make out to do our little thing. Now at this party, they did not have lube for some reason. The guy that usually hosts it, there's like usually lube all around, so you can kind of like get it in how you get it in. But I know that without lube, condoms are they don't work. They will rip. So I'm just like, look, I'm not trying to do that. I'm telling y'all a lot of my business. I'm telling y'all a lot, but let's keep it going. Let's keep the ball moving, okay? Oh God. So me and Lonnie, we find a little place. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, me and Lonnie, we found a little place, and I'm like, okay, whoop de doo, whoop de doo. Lonnie, oh my God, it's so much I can't remember. Okay, so we get a little place. He tries to be like, yo, I want you to like we get hot and heavy, be kissing and stuff like that, and I get real mannish. Like he was like, I want you to fuck me so much. I was like, okay, bet. And I was like, but there's no lube. He was like, okay, well, I guess we won't be able to do anything. So we kind of went our separate ways. But I was like, I want to get to know you outside of here, like whatever we can like link up outside of here. And he was like, cool. So I'm going back through the house, and I see him in another room, and he up in there getting his ass ate by this other motherfucker. And I'm like, I know you fucking lying. So I started kind of touching on him while that was happening. I was like, that was hot. So then he goes into like this. They have like doors and stuff and like little rooms. So he goes into this little room with this other dude, with the nigga that was eating him out. And I was like, listening to the door, because I'm like, I know this motherfucker ain't getting fucked by somebody else when he told me he was waiting on me since he ain't got fucked in 8 months. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So I said, whatever. I went on and just kind of went on and stuff. I've seen this one dude, this one other guy. He kind of touched me, and he was like trying to bring me towards him. And remember, y'all, I stay wrapped up at these things. I do not fucking play. Okay? So he brought me to him, and then like he bent over, and I like entered him, and we kind of started moving in. But then I started smelling something. I said, "Oh, got to go," because baby, a long time ago, I've been in a situation like that. I had my protection on, but it was a problem down there, and I ended up getting like a bacterial infection. I was like, "Fuck that," because baby, there will not be another time that happens to me. So I pulled out and I went somewhere else. Whoop de doo. I ended up seeing him later on. We ended up exchanging numbers. It's a long story. It's so much, y'all. Are y'all keeping up? Oh my God. Y'all want to keep hearing it? Okay. So I meet another guy in there. And he's kind of like thick or something like that, short. I think he had dreads or something like that. But baby, he had some good booty. And I was like, whoop, 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 bop, bop, bop. And I was like, but I just kind of let that alone, took that condom off, put on a new one, baby, because I don't play that shit. So and now you may be like, oh, I thought they didn't have no lube. But these boys were coming with their own lube because it was moist down there. It was ready to go. Baby called them Little Caesars. It was hot and ready. So don't be judging me, y'all. What I tell you. Okay, y'all listening? Okay, let's keep it moving. So later on, I see Lonnie again. And we kind of like started talking again, like making out. And I think we went outside for one moment, and I started talking to him. He told me his name was Lonnie, but I did some research on him and later found out his name, that's his middle name. And me and him have the same name. So I'm like, why when I told you my name was Aubri, you didn't tell me your name was Aubri too? And was like, oh, we got the same name. You gonna tell me your middle name? Bitch, what? You already lying? But look at where we are. Who has the time to tell the truth? I guess. So but he did give me his real number. So we went outside, then we came back in, and then we went to like a side room. Uh, in this house, they had like a wash and dry room. So we went into the laundry room, and babe, we kind of got a little hot and heavy. So he was just like, um, I want you to fuck me raw. And I was like, I was like, nah, I can't go for that, man. Like, I do not want to do that. And he was like, man, I've been good. He was like, you disease free, right? I was like, yeah, I am. And he was like, well, like, I am too. Like, I just got tested. I don't play that shit. I was like, okay. So my dumb ass, it got real hot and heavy in there. Like, I took my condom off, and we tried, but nothing happened. But he did give me head, and I did finish the job in his mouth. Okay, so he spit it out. But I was like, okay, I don't. So after that happened, oh, and I did kind of like, y'all don't just. We were trying different positions, trying to get it in, but we didn't have no lube, bro. So he got up on a washing machine to try to like get a better angle, and I was like trying. I was like, this ain't working. So I did like lick his ass like for a millisecond. I'm giving y'all too much information. This is weird and embarrassing. Okay, but y'all listening? Keep listening, y'all. Okay, so he gets up off the like washing machine because you remember he was in the laundry room and we got a hot and happy, honey. And he was like nice looking. His body was nice. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, fuck it. Usually, if I get mines, baby, I'm good and I bounce. But now I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep venturing through this house, this abode, and see if I, get any inspiration. So this is where the foolishness steps in at. When I remember the guy with the dress that had the good booty that was like bop, bop, hot and ready, Little Caesars. So we're gonna call him Little Caesars. Um, Going through the house, I see Little Caesars again, and I was like, look, I kind of want me something. I go. So, baby, Little Caesars got in like a little part of the house or whatever. And when I tell you, like, I strapped up, okay, I don't play, strapped it right on back up, and baby got in that thing with bop, 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 bop. Baby, I'm going to town, rounds and rounds and rounds. Yours, mine's, ours. I could do this for hours, shrimps and lobster towers, okay? But here's the, and then when I was knocking that shit out the park, somebody was coming up behind me, and y'all know I'm not a bottom, baby. I might dibble dabble if I really like you, but baby, no, the fuck not. So, but he was like behind me. He was kind of like, touching me and stuff like that. And he had like a big ass dick, and I was like holding it. I was like stroking it from like behind while I was like giving that nigga the business. But here's where it goes wrong. Here's where it goes wrong. I stopped after like maybe like I don't know how long, maybe 20 minutes of knocking that shit out the park because I had time and I had the energy and I was ready to go since I already busted a nut. So I pull out, I look to my side. The next thing I know, this nigga gets on his knees and starts giving me head. And I look to my side, and before I know it, something feel a little different. This nigga is sucking my dick without a condom on. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? So when he did that, my first instinct was just to take it out and be like, never mind. But I'm just like, if I got a UTI or something, like it's too late. So just finish. So I let that nigga finish and baby busted in his mouth and he spit it out and I was just like done. And then I went in the bathroom and cleaned off again because I cleaned off the first time with Lonnie. But in Little Caesars, I made to clean off again and stuff like that. Whoop de doo. Y'all gonna judge me. Because I'm a nasty. Y'all gonna judge me. Okay. So the story's not over yet. So boom, whoop dude. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I did not mean that to happen because the whole night, for the most part, I was like wrapped up, especially with somebody that I got their number. And especially, I got Lonnie's number, so if anything happened, I can always call Lonnie, hit him up, whatever. But this like random Little Caesars, I didn't know him from a can of paint. It was dark in there, and like I think for somebody to like do something like that to you is weird because when I first approached him, like he sucked my shit with the condom on, and I was like, okay, like cool, we good to go. This next, I guess he was in the mood. The next, that boy took that shit off so quick. I didn't even have time enough to stop him because me, I would normally be like, whoa, bro, like no, we're not getting down like that. I don't have time for no infections or no bullshit. So let's keep it moving. Remember the guy that I told you that had a little issue going on downstairs, and I was like pulled out because I was like, no, I ain't got time for that. Okay, so leaving, I met a couple people that I got like three numbers that night, and but one of the numbers was that guy. I'm calling him Pullout, and he was like, "Oh, you're cool and stuff like that." He said, "I felt no," and this is what I told him too, y'all. I pulled out and I was like, "I think you need to go clean up." And he was like, when I saw him again, he was like, "You kind of embarrassed me in front of my friends, telling me I had to like clean up and stuff like that because I got self conscious because I went to the bathroom and I made sure I was good." And I was just telling him like I couldn't let you go out like that because I don't play them type of games. I'm not gonna let you be up in here and be embarrassed around these people you don't know. I don't know you, but I'm not gonna sit there and let you go out like that. And I feel like you may not have got yourself together, douched all the way. But he said he was good. I said, well, good for you. And he was like, I really like you. Can I get your number and stuff like that? I was like, okay. We hung out, and that's a whole nother story for another day because we got to keep moving. Okay. Now, are y'all keeping up with me? Okay. We should have a commercial break because there's a lot of stuff to intake. And y'all know, like, I don't be sharing this shit with nobody too much because I don't know. Okay, but let's get back to the story. Okay, so on my way home, I'm like, cool, that was fun as fuck. Like, I got my life. Like, sometimes you just need to get your life. Like, I am a really freaky ass motherfucker. I love stuff like that. I love orgies. I really do. I don't know why I do. I think it's just fun and it's exciting. And I've been to a few of them. Not even on that level, but just more on intimate levels. And I love that stuff. But the thing is, my body is not made up to be like touched by everybody. Like my body responds very hysterically to like the wrong person touching it. Like I will get a panel, get STD tested, and nothing will show up. But I'm telling you, I will be in pain. My urinary tract will be hurting. I will have pain in my like testicle area, but there won't be any type of diagnosable thing. I don't think diagnosable is a word, but there'll be nothing but the wrong person touching me. Now, even I've even had partners that I've known that have touched me, and it's caused me like pain. I'm just like, I gotta leave you the fuck alone, cause like I'm tired of taking probiotics and stuff like that to get my shit together, and taking like antibiotics and shit, and there's nothing showing up. One times I had something that was kind of like a phantom thing. It was called mycoplasma genitalia. It's like this bacteria that people really don't check for, but it's very common. And I was experiencing discharge and stuff like that. So that came from one of my partners. But these days I even get tested for that, and it does not. Nothing shows up, y'all. But it just be the wrong motherfucker. So I love parties and I love all of that freak shit, but I really cannot do it like that. For some reason, I can't wild out. I can't steal. I can't scam. I am not the person to be doing the hard drugs. Even though I want to, I can't do none of that shit. Cause baby, I'm gonna get locked up. Baby, they ain't gonna let me out. Baby, I ain't got time. I'm gonna be up on the floor looking one way, or I'm gonna be at the house burning. You feel me? So it's stuff I cannot do. So on my way home, I'm cool. I take a shower. I get dressed. I go to bed. Now I'm feeling okay. I'm like, okay, this is feeling fine. Ain't no issues and stuff like that. Next thing I know, I'm at an ex's house. And did I bring him up in this episode? Because I talked to him about the job situation, and he was like, why don't you leave? I think I said that was my friend, but it was really like we never really were official, but we got some history. So I guess I would refer to him as my ex. So I was hanging out with my ex, and we hang out every now and then. And sometimes he'll give me a little head, baby, and it's the best head on this side of heaven, baby, because oh woo, honey. Okay, so granted, I was feeling okay. Like I didn't have any issues downstairs. I didn't have nothing like that. It was kind of feeling a little like but I was like, I think I'm good. But I went over there, we chilled, watched TV or whatever, and I got a little dome. Baby, the dome was amazing. I said, good. Baby, you need to can it. Sell it at TJ Maxx at Marshall's, baby, because you won't sell out, honey. Okay? So, I got a little head. And baby, when I tell you, right after that, when I got to the house, baby, my shit has been acting a motherfucking fool. So here's the thing, here's the overlap. I don't know if it came from Hot and Ready or if it came from the ex. But what I do know is after that, my shit was like burning, yo. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Um, I was like, this is not okay. So I went to the free clinic over here because you can go to the hospital and stuff. I don't have a primary care physician, and I know y'all judge me like, nigga, why you out here having sex like this? But you ain't got no primary care physician. Mind your fucking business, okay? We know we be going through, okay? I just want to live my life. I just want to have some fun. So I went there, got tested and everything like that for everything, and I stay up on my health. And I told my doctor what was going on. And he was like, okay, we'll treat you for gonorrhea and we'll give you pills for chlamydia. Whoop de doo. Baby, when I tell you, I've been up in here like, it's been a mess, baby. And I said, God, I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. Like these niggas be out here getting their life. They be out here the fucking anything with a pulse, but it always be me that had the problems. I'm like, what the fuck? Now I know it's really irresponsible for me to get down like that. And my thing is like, if it is something, because I'm still waiting on my results. It's been like a few days, been just literally a couple days. But if it is something, I'm gonna have to tell my ex that, yo, I tested positive for so and so, and I'm just gonna have to just be like, this makes me want to like give up sex altogether. And it's really been a source of shame for me because I'm like, oh my God, I'm going through all of this and then I'm burning on top of that. And I was just in bed the whole day the other day, just fucking depressed. Because I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, I'm in pain everywhere. And then today, I finally get up and get a bath because I haven't taken a bath in a couple of days because I've just been so depressed and just literally in my bed the whole day. I ain't went nowhere. I ain't talked to nobody too much. Like, what the fuck? And I lean down to get my drying towel and my fucking back goes out. So, baby, my dick hurt. My back is out and it's hurting. I'm broke. And I don't know what the doctor gonna tell me in a couple days. That's what I'm fucking going through right now. Ain't that about a bitch? And I think I might be pregnant. God damn it. I don't know. When I tell you, when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it fucking pours, man. Look, I got another story time with this ex though, which makes me even look at him more sideways because my dick feels so weird right now. Hear the story. Y'all want to hear it, or do you want to wait till next time? Here, okay. I'll keep this brief. So, back in the day when me and X used to really hang tight, we were exclusive. Let's just say that. So, when we were exclusive, I went to. This is crazy as fuck because things repeat themselves. I kind of went to another party and I was wrapped up. And all I got that time at that party was like a hand job. Nobody put their mouth on me, nothing of the sort. I was like, okay, cool. So I went back, kicked it with X. Okay, we got into it. Baby, he was riding and stuff like that, like a pony. And the next thing I know, I feel this burning sensation. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Get up. Like, as soon as I started coming, I felt burning. I was like, oh, okay, that's not normal. So I get up and I was like, you know what? I'm going to need to go to the doctor because what the fuck is going on? So I go to the doctor. He says, I'm going to go with you. I'm like, okay, you can come with me. That's fine by me. He goes with me and we're sitting down and stuff like that. And the doctor comes back in. This is a woman. I'll never forget her. Blonde hair, white jacket on and stuff like that. And she sits up there and says, and X is sitting in a chair in front of me. I'm sitting right here. And the doctor is sitting in front of me to my right. And X is to my left. And she says, oh, we came back to your test. I'm like, oh, yeah. I was telling him, oh, I know my test is going to come back regular because I get UTI sometimes and it comes back as nothing. It's something that I've always dealt with, UTIs. That probably is a sign that you shouldn't be having sex, especially not with these old nasty men. I'm like, God, if I ain't supposed to be gay, is this what you trying to tell me, baby? Because please, I like booty. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Okay, stop judging me, y'all. Shit. Okay, so I told him that, like, oh, it'll be fine. So I was like, come on, let's go to the doctor. So boom, back in the doctor's room. Doctor to the right, X to the left, or vice versa. She says, okay, it looks like you have gonorrhea. And I was like, baby, when I tell you my world like zoomed in to me, I was like, woo. I was like, I got what? That was the first time anybody has ever told me that shit before. I was like, I have what? And I was looking just so stunned. I was like, I haven't been with anybody. Like, how could I get this? And my mom was like, that back then, a week or so ago, you went to this party thing and you did get a hand job, but nobody put their mouth on you. Nobody really, like, I'm like, can you get gonorrhea from a hand job? Like, if they were touching themselves and they touched you, like, nobody's ever done anything like that with me. Like, that's never happened. Um, what? And so I looked at the ex, and the ex was just like looking at me like very plainly. He didn't seem mad or anything like that. He didn't seem like anything. And I was just so apologetic on the ride home because I was like, I ain't been with nobody. I ain't been fucking nobody. Like, I have not been doing anything. Now, granted, I did not provide context with this indiscretion that I had and DJ. Okay, but I'm like, what the fuck? And we went in a relationship. We were just like exclusive, but kind of not exclusive. It was a mess. Okay, it was like I think on right before. It was like at the beginning stages of us saying we're going to be exclusive. So I kind of wanted to still have some more fun before I was like, I'm just going to commit myself to one. You feel me? So we was like, okay, I was like, I don't understand that. So I got treated and stuff like that. And X was like, you know what? I'm not mad at you and stuff like that. Stuff happens. I just don't understand where that came from. He was very understanding. And I was just like, hmm. And one of my friends was just like, you don't get no gonorrhea from no hand job, bro. X was doing his own thing too and brought that shit back to you. And that's the reason why. And I asked X, did you, he said, oh, I'm going to go get tested too. And I asked him, did you get tested? What did it say? He said, oh, it came back clear. I didn't have anything. I'm just like, if I had gonorrhea and I was fucking you like this and dropping my kids about the poo, that's a euphemism for you know what. Why don't you have anything? I didn't ask him anything like that. I didn't ask those questions. I just kind of wanted it to be over with. He was very like understanding. And I was just like, okay. And I was just like, you can have something like that and not transmit it to anybody else? That's weird. And it's weird too because I feel the same. I had the same sensation after he had finished recently giving me some top. And I'm just like, it's crazy how history is repeating itself. And I'm just like, if I test positive for an STD, which I pray that I do not, did it come from Little Caesars or did it come from the X? What do y'all think? I know some of y'all thinking, I think you need to stop having sex. You goddamn right. Baby, I might not have sex to the rapture until I get married to a wholesome Christian woman because I'm tired. Baby, my dingling is tired, baby. It is tired. Baby, my back hurt, balls hurt, dick hurt. I'm just all over. I'm just hurt. Baby, I'm hurt emotionally. I drunk some water, y'all. Physically. Shit. I don't know what to do. But baby, that's what I'm going through right now. I'm giving y'all all my little tea, all my little business. Now, what y'all do? Write in the comments what y'all be going through. Because that's so sad. I don't know, y'all. But I had to just tell y'all the real. You know, at the Ampersand podcast, we come at you with the real. Or I come at you with the real. How can we examine the ampersands in this? Okay. One ampersand is, I think you can be freaky and you can be safe at the same time. I really do. Because it's been a long time since I've had any issues like this. This is really specifically going on. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I don't know what this is right now. Hopefully it's not STD. Maybe it is a UTI, and it will be over with in the next couple days. Because Jesus Christ, I think you can be freaky and you can be safe at the same time. Also, I think that even though you are having sex with somebody, you are not allowed to take their condom off under any circumstances. I don't give a fuck. If that person has sex with you with a condom on, you leave that bitch on. You do. If you take that thing off, you need to be asking, you got another condom on you? That's what you need to be asking. Or you need to ask, do you care if I give you head? Like, you do not have the right to take somebody's protection off of them and then enjoy yourself. It needs to be consensual. And that's the problem with a lot of these niggas out here. Y'all do not take into account consent. I don't care. Look. If a kangaroo got a condom on when you're getting in there with the kangaroo, you better ask Roo. You better ask Roo, can you take it off? Okay? Baby, ain't nobody got time. Respect people's boundaries in this thing. And also, if you do have a wild night, you need to put more time between that wild night and you interacting with somebody else just to see how your body reacts. I am taking that into consideration for my motherfucking self because this overlap stuff is too messy. It's way too messy. And it's not fair to the other person who thinks that you are, somebody that's just fooling around with them, or it ain't no telling what the other person is doing, honestly, either. Because I think we're all fooling around with a lot of other people because there's no reason why our body should be responding like that. It's very strange, very weird. In my case, I don't know. So that's where I am right now, being ultimately irresponsible. I should have. By the time that dude took my shit off and started going to town, baby, it was too late. I was like, oh, I immediately had that. Oh fucking gosh, it's too late. So I just let him do what he had to do. I was like, Lord, it was a mess. If I would have paid more attention during that moment in time, he would have never put his mouth on me like that. Never. Never. So I don't. But there are three culprits. Did it come from Hot Ready? Did it come from Lonnie? Is that what we call him? Or did it come from X? Those are the only three people that had their mouths on me. It had to come from somewhere. Or did it come from Pull Out? Was he so dirty that it kind of like fucked my shit up? I don't know. So this is where we are right now. So y'all practice safe sex and like once again, consensual sex is the best sex. Honestly, I didn't feel violated with Lonnie. Did not, because we had a discussion, a full out discussion. I felt violated by Little Caesars because I never told his big ass to take my condom off. I never told him that. Whew. But babe, we pay for the indulgence of the flesh in many ways, and we just gotta. I just gotta be. I gotta take better care of my body and stop gallivanting out here like I'm 22 years old. You feel me? But this has been the Ampersand podcast. I pray, not let me say pray after all of that foolishness and debauchery, but I just hope that you guys take this episode into consideration when it comes to your own sex lives and just know that the stuff that you go through may not be that unique. We're all going through different things and we all present different ways in public. Like I own a whole company, I entertain and do all this bullshit, and I still be out here acting like a hoe sometimes and being thotty and baby and getting my little life, honey, and then coming back and burning. What the fuck is going on? And then be broke at the same time. But basically, we are real people living real lives. So judge your mama and judge your father. Ain't nobody got time. Okay? So this has been the Ampersand podcast with your host, Aubri Oshae. I pray. I hope. No, babe, I'm gonna put a prayer on it. I'm about to put a. Okay, let me stop. This has been Aubri Oshae, and I'm wishing y'all a great week. Hopefully, this week is better than the last because, baby, the last week has been a fucking fool with it. All right, y'all. Be good. Be safe. Bye-bye. Bye.